excited, so excited. I want to make sure I feel like I'm in a nursery. This is like my little oasis. I am Marie. Thank you for tuning in today. So today I wanted to take the time to share with you some new plants. Sometimes I forget the name of certain plants, but I think I mentioned previously that I have a thing. The leaves are really the things that draw me in sometimes. And so this beautiful variegated leaf caught my eye, and I'm like, this is the one. So today I'm gonna do another three plants that I brought home recently. Okay, so this is one, and right now you're like, what is this plant? What is this plant? I will put it in the description. First plant, name that plant. This should be a game. Name that plant by just looking at the leaves, the pretty leaves. Name that plant. So I put it in this beautiful vase. Okay, instead of like a regular container, just really pretty. And sometimes I change them just because it's a nice contrast for some reason for me. That works. Or a day will come and I'll just switch it around. Just switch it up. Okay. So let me know, what kind of containers are you using? What plant are you getting? Do you have this plant at home or outdoors? So I tend to do a lot of house plants. I'm primarily a container gardener because I don't have a lot of space, but because it's easier. It's so much easier. I like ease and flow. I like things that are simple, things that I can grow easily, but things that are beautiful as well. So you see a lot of my house plants. It's all about the leaves. I love the giant leaves, which is why you see a lot of banana plant, the fiddle fig. And then I have a surprise for you. So I'm going to show you one of the latest that the leaves are not so big, but it still caught my eye. And guess who came home? That plant with me. So I'm gonna put this aside somewhere. I need more space. That's what I need. I need like a whole farm. I'm saying it out loud, but my version of a farm. Okay. So the next surprise that I have for you, I got myself, I'm gonna do a switcheroo, okay? Like somehow, magically, we're gonna do a switcheroo. Here we go. Here we go. With a little noise, okay? So I got myself a bird of paradise. And you see how big this is? Again, the leaves. This is such a, caught my eye. So I thought this was small, but because it's so weird to find, I believe this is a white bird of paradise. I kept a little label so I wouldn't forget um, what I'm working with here. I think that's what it says. So I use this beautiful blue vase for now. And typically when I bring the plants home, I keep them in the original containers just so they don't get shocked, but who knows? I may not really do anything. But again, the leaves, sometimes when you first look at it, you may think this is like a banana plant. Giant. So I love that. So this will go down. I don't know where I'm gonna put it yet. So a lot of time when I see something I like, so I bought two. That's how much I love this plant. Two. And don't be surprised if I get one more depending on where I go, if it's on sale. But the leaves, and I'm probably gonna take some pictures. I take a lot of pictures with my leaves. So that's what we're gonna do. And also the other thing that I love doing is taking close-up of the leaves, pictures, and close-up of the flowers as they are blooming. So I will be sharing those as well very soon. But this was the big one. It's a big one. And if they're not really tall, I tend to put them like on a stool or elevate them on boxes. Again, easy and simple. So I keep some old boxes that from things that are shipped. And then I just create this, the height that I'm looking for and make it feel like things are much taller than they are. Like this plant is just elevated. It's not really that tall, which I really love. So this is the one. This is the one. So let me know, do you have a bird of paradise? I love bird of paradise. So we're gonna do that switcheroo again because this is heavier to put there. So I'm gonna put that down right next to it for now while I do the maneuvering and the vase, take it out. And so the big magical surprise of the day is going to be that third plant. But first, I want to make sure that you are either subscribing, following, depending on where you're seeing this video. I love plants. I include plants as part of my self-care, but also as part of my wellness coaching. There's a lot we can learn about self-care by taking care of plants. And so for me, I discovered that because I was taking care of plants. So for me to be paying attention to, do they need water? Do they need their leaves? What are the leaves telling me? You know, even plants I feel have their little moods to tell you what they need. And so we are the same way, right? We have to pay attention to our bodies. We have to listen to our bodies. And so I listen to my plants. I pay attention to them. I'm always looking at the leaves to see, do they need anything? Like I know, for example, that brown spot means something, right? In the fiddle fig. And I'm always, you know, testing the soil, just touching the soil to see, does it need water? I don't automatically water because it's been a few days. What else? The third thing, again, light, right? Some need a lot of light, some don't. And some of us are the same, but I definitely need my vitamin D, fresh air, light, whether I'm getting indirect light inside or outside, all that good stuff. So here's the one. So here we go, here we go. Woo! This is one. Name that plant. I'm telling you, we need to do this as a game, as a game. I haven't even removed the tag or anything yet. This is called the Tree of Enchantment, and it is a willow tree. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it in or out. This is the whipping willow. I feel like some of the leaves are drying up, but as you can see, it's flowering. It is, the buds are beautiful. I picked this up. I picked this up not in a nursery, but at my local, one of my local grocery stores. I was in literally picking up something else and this caught my eye. So I don't know if it's like overgrowing right now. I'm afraid to even put it outside because of frost. The weather is very finicky, but this for now is indoor. I'm taking care of it, making sure it's well taken care of based on the instruction. I've never had one before. So again, this is something I picked up as a treat for during my birthday month. So this is something I can keep indoors to keep it away. It needs to be well watered, okay? And so that's something I need to make sure, do I wanna put it outside? I'm afraid, I'm very afraid. I do one or the other. So if the plants start outside, typically, unless I know it's safe, I keep it out and I protect it. If we start indoors, we stay indoors because I don't wanna bring bugs in. So either one or the other, but I get good lights, right? I get good light. And so a lot of plants, if they do want a lot of light, I can put them right by the window for them to get that and not necessarily plant them outside. And most likely this tree will not be going into the ground. So it's gonna be in containers anyway. So I'm gonna watch and see, I'm gonna watch and see, but that's another first, right? Another first. So today, I showed you three. We have a bird of paradise. Now we have a whipping willow. And then the third, I wanna say was a Dracaena or something, but I will put that in the comments or description for you so you know what the first plant was. But I'm excited. So already these are the three of the day. And then I'll do more, right? I'm gonna do a combination of both house plants, some vegetables that I'm growing, some flowers that I'm growing from seeds. And before I put them out, I'll show the big reveal so you can see them, check them out, but also think about what do you want to plant? What seeds do you want to plant? What house plant do you want to get next? Do you want to treat yourself to something fun, pretty, easy, but also something that will thrive in your own environment, right? Don't just get this because I'm showing it. You have to think about what does it need. And again, this is why sometimes I connect this to self-care because you have to think about what do you need, right? Would this plant do well in your space? Can you provide what it needs on a regular basis, right? So I'm gonna show you the variety that I have and to be able to maintain all these plants in one space. But this space that I have, the environment that I provide, they are thriving. So right now I love the fact that everything is blooming indoors. Everything is blooming. I'm getting new leaves. So I'm gonna show you some other ones where the leaves are just popping out. Even my banana plant has a new leaf coming up and I'm gonna have to cut one off that just unfortunately just broke off. So I hope you enjoyed these threes. Let me know, what are you bringing home? What did you bring home? What seed did you plant or plan to plant? In the meantime, don't forget, grab your planting seeds journal, check out the page so you know what's coming up, whether there are events, books, there's always something exciting happening, but more importantly, There are so many great opportunities for us to learn how to improve our health and practice self-care on a daily basis. And that plant care is all part of that because it brings a little joy to my whole life. So I'll see you next time. Thank you for tuning in. I'm hoping you have an awesome day, and I'll see you next time.